What's up, guys? I'm Coach Jameson here today with Coach Carlos from Lake Tahoe Football Academy. And today what we're going to be going over is some really good foot and ankle strengthening drills, as well as drills that are going to help with injury prevention, some common things we see in athletes across the board, not just in soccer. So what we're going to start off with is we're going to come into a tabletop position, and also make sure you got a couple bands nearby. We're going to use those towards the end. We're going to start in a tabletop position. I'm going to have my toes tucked. And then we're gonna start by rocking, and we're gonna go for about 45 seconds this first set. And as we rock, we're gonna alternate the feet. So I'll have Carlos stay forward. I'm gonna turn around so you can see my feet. We sit back, and then when I come forward, I alternate to the top of my feet and then rock back. And we're just gonna alternate back and forth with the feet like this for another 35 seconds. It's gonna kind of start warming us up, and then we'll intensify it as we go through this whole sequence. A couple things I want you to notice as we rock here. Notice our hips aren't coming super far forward and passing our hips. We're keeping the hips just behind the knees as we alternate and rock. Let's keep going for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Our next move, we're going to some fish feet. We're going to sit our hips all the way back, as far back as you can. If they can't reach the heels, not a big deal. Roll your weight towards that right side. And what I'm actually going to have to do is let's flip you around so we can see your feet. And we're going to start with these fish feet. So I'm going to have Carlos so you can see his foot. We're going to work this right side. He's going to start pulling his toes up and then pressing away. Almost thinking of your foot like a little fishtail. And as you do this, we want to make sure the shin's not moving, that we're not moving from the knee, that all the movement is just coming from that ankle. We're going at this for about 30 to 45 seconds per side. You should start feeling your shin lighting up, maybe the top of the foot, maybe even your arch is cramping. And here we go, another 10 seconds. Perfect. And don't worry, if you don't have a lot of movement at first, that's the thing to look into the body. Notice, hey, I'm limited in range here, and start trying to increase that range a little bit. 3, 2, 1, good. Let's shift our weight over that left side. We're gonna do the same thing, but into the opposite side. We'll shift the hips back, shift the weight over to the left. Now we're working this left foot, toe pulls up, and we press away. I'm trying to keep the lateral side of my foot down, almost using a mat as a little bit of resistance. Remember to breathe as we're going through this, especially when things start to burn a little bit. Last 20 seconds. What I want you to notice too as I'm working here is, again, it's all coming from the ankle. I don't want to see the shin and knee moving open and out. I want to keep that movement in that ankle joint. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Good. We're going to make our way onto our bottoms. We're going to go into our foot knuckles now. So feet are going to be pulling straight back towards us. Thighs rotate in so the big toes are pointing in towards each other. And then we're going to try to squeeze our foot into a strong fist. We call them foot knuckles because you should start to see the knuckles on the top of your foot, just as you would your fist. Hold here. We got another 20 seconds. Right after this, we're going to go into some pulses. Arms can go wherever is comfortable. Even if you want to lean back a little bit, that's fine. Keep holding, keep breathing. Yeah, it's only going to get spicier as we get through the sequence. All right, here we go. Keeping that fist foot, try to point, pull, point, pull. We got 30 seconds here. I don't care how many reps you get. I don't care what your pace is. Just try to keep moving for 30 seconds. Shin should be feeling this. Maybe calves, tops of the feet, arches, lateral calves. Any of those areas is good. Last few seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Open the toes, close. Open, close. As you squeeze, hold for a couple seconds. Try to really find this medial arch and lateral arch of the foot. And notice as I squeeze, I'm not pointing either. I'm keeping the toes up towards the sky as I open and close. Nice, Carlos. We're almost there. We got our last 15 seconds of these. And we're going to go into our deep squat work, some calves, And the 3 areas of a strong ankle and foot. Yep, we should be feeling front of shin. We're working our arches, the bottom of the foot, tops of feet, and the lateral calves. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Quick little shake out. Yep. We're gonna flip back over to tabletop. We're gonna tuck our toes and we're gonna come into what we call a gargoyle squat or a deep squat. So knees, hips pull back. What I want you to take note of, second toes pointing straight. We got nice strong arches. Carlos and I aren't collapsing into our arches, allowing those knees to cave. We're thinking knees open, arches maintained, weight towards that outer edge of the foot. Good. From here, we're gonna lift the calves up and slowly lower. Lift and slowly lower. At first, you're gonna notice sometimes your hips are gonna wanna rise. That's totally fine, but try to get to a place where all that motion is just coming from the calves coming up, calves coming down. So you can see a little side view of that. We should be really feeling this lateral calf light up now. Yep, and keep breathing through it. Control the descent. If you want to come up quick, come up quick. Control that descent. We're halfway through. Keep it going. Just do your best to keep moving, even when it's really burning. Again, if these are tough, this is a sign that we need to strengthen these areas in the body. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold at the top of your calf raise. And now we're gonna think just little teeny micro movements so the heels drop just a little and we're just pulsing at this top range, just 15 seconds. Keep breathing, we're almost there. From here, we're gonna come up to standing. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, good. Lower the heels. We're gonna pull the hips back up and high to the sky, and then we're gonna slowly lift up to standing position, and we're gonna find a little quarter squat. So we're gonna separate the feet just a little bit wider. Again, second toe straight. Nice strong arches, not collapsing into those feet, keeping the arches lifted. Hips go back, and we're gonna sit in just a little quarter squat. So find a nice quarter squat. Keys here are keeping the knees back, not allowing them to drive forward. So we're feeling hamstrings. Think of ripping the feet apart. Good. From here, we're gonna go right into calf raises. Heels come up and lower. Up, down. Good. We got a full 45 seconds here. We're working balance too, so if you lose balance, it's all right. Again, control the descent. Don't let the heels just fall down. Being mindful again that the knees don't start to drive forward. This is a no-no. This is putting all onto the front side. Keep the hips back. Nice work, everyone. We're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Quick little 10-second break. Shake it out. Grab your bands. We'll go here. Bands are going to hook right around the ankles. So once we get the band set up around the ankles, I don't want it slack, so we're going to think of separating the legs just a little bit so there's a little bit of tension on that band. And then what we're going to do from here is I want you to think of pressing the outside of the ankle into the band. And notice how that really lifts our calves, or not our calves, our arches. Good. Sit the hips back, slight little bow forward. Heels are going to come up, and we're going to go into stepping drill. So as we step here, I'm lifting one side up, pressing the other side down. Keeping my feet straight, so no sloppy feet out and no collapsed arches. We want the second toe straight, keeping that arch nice and maintained. As we march, again, we can go in circles. You can stay in place on your mat. I want you to think of lifting from the low back. So as I lift, I'm hiking that hip on that side. This is going to really help you get into the glutes. As we're walking and stepping here, keep the hips back. We should really start feeling the glutes already. We got 1 more minute. And again, you can see you can stay in place as Carlos is, or you can kind of move around like I am. No right or wrong. Let the upper body, think of the shoulders and spine kind of relax so they can swing. Glutes should be lit up. Keep pressing wide into that band. Pressing wide into the band is what's going to make those glutes really light up. Last 30 seconds, keep it going, keep it going. When things get tough, find the breath. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. There it is, last 15. Keep those heels up high. We're working a nice strong foot landing, heels up. Whenever we're jogging, sprinting, and doing sporty stuff, you don't want that heel driving down. 4, 3, 2, good. All the way back down to your mat. We're gonna lay back. Now we're gonna go feet straight up to the sky. I'm gonna keep pressing wide into the band. Internal rotation, so big toes in, heels pointing out. Pull your toes towards the shins and hold. Breathe. We're gonna really start lining up the tibialis anterior, or as we like to call them, our bootstraps, and we should still be feeling calves and feet here. Here we go. Now we're gonna point to the sky as far as we can. Pull, point, pull. Once you get your full range of motion, start speeding it up. Keep breathing. We're only 30 seconds in. We got 30 more seconds. Keep driving into that band. Keep the internal rotation from the hips. 5, 4, 3, 2. Pull and hold, pull and hold. Pull and hold. If you're shaking, that's good. Waking up the body. Last little piece of spiciness. Point the left toes, pull the right toes. For a little more coordination, now we're gonna alternate our foot pumps. Alternate, and then same thing, speed it up. Last 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Shake it out, remove the band. We're gonna come back up to standing for our finisher. Again, with all these movements, you can make them longer, you can shorten it depending on how much time you have, but this is gonna help us build strong feet and ankles. Now we're just gonna take it into the rest of the body. We wanna see this strong loading pattern. So we're gonna start, left foot's gonna come forward. We're gonna make sure, again, second toe is straight, arch is maintained. Again, notice right when I collapse in that arch where my knee goes. So if we're landing like this as we run and sprint, a lot of knee, a lot of hip and back pain. So we're gonna think outside edge of foot. Now our left hip pulls back as our chest reaches forward. Back leg is internally rotating. So if we look at both of our kneecaps and chest, they should be open up to this left side. Good, hands come to the chest here. We're gonna hold for 20 more seconds. Front heel is gonna come up. Now we're roasting in this nice, strong landing pattern. We're loading everything out and back off a strong foot and ankle. Keep breathing, we're gonna hold here. Try to make majority of your weight over this front foot. Think about 70 to 80% of our weight in that front leg. We're gonna start bringing this back leg forward. And now we're gonna go into plow jumps for about 10 to 15 seconds on this left side. Single leg hops, we're gonna go as quick as we can. In 3, 2, 1, pull the right leg forward, quick. Think of just quick reaction time off the ground. I don't care about height. Keep a straight foot, keep the strong loading. You should feel that glute. 5, 4, 3, 2, back into our drop in, right foot back. We're gonna burn out in this position. Get that front heel up, left hip back. You should be feeling a lot of glute and hamstring here. Yeah. Be mindful that the knee isn't driving forward. This is where we lose that back chain. Knees gotta be back, hips pulling back up and high. Make sure that big toe stays grounded. We're almost there. You should be really feeling hammy, glute, calf, foot, ankle. 5, 4, 3, 2, good. Step forward, shake that left side out. Wow. Let's go, same thing, right side. Again, working this strong landing pattern. Right foot forward, we'll get that second toe straight. Nice strong arch, anchored to the outer edge. Right hip pulls back as the chest comes forward, and then everything is opening up to this right side. Before we lift the heel, lift up that back heel as high as you can to pull a lot of weight with this front foot, and then that front heel can come up. An easy way to see if we're in a strong landing pattern, I got this nice kind of bow shape on this front side. I'm not collapsed down and in. This is our negative loading pattern that puts us susceptible to injury. So again, all of these patterns we're working are for injury prevention and strengthening. Here we go, we're gonna get into those jumps. Start bringing that back foot forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, pull that left leg forward, hop. Left knee's pulling forward to help you stay back on that right side. Again, think quick. 5, 4, 3, 2, step that left foot back. Last 20 seconds here. Hold into that drop in. Find your right glute, find your hamstring. Nice strong foot. Good, knee pulls back. There we go. Breathe. Keep pulling, we're almost there. Great job on staying with us through the sequence. This is our finisher. And we're done in 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower the front heel, step that left foot back. Come all the way back down to the ground. Let that all cool off. Sit your hips back, rock them out side to side. I'm Coach Jamison with Coach Carlos. This is your foot and ankle strengthening, also injury prevention. So if you're having issues down at that level, give the sequences a try and start inputting it daily.